A weight-driven wall clock made by Youngins, German manufacturer. That's what it looks like on my wall anyway. And it's almost perfect condition. I found this at one of these roadside antique malls in the middle of nowhere. Not a lot of business going on there. And it's not the kind of thing I normally would pick up, but they had it priced reasonable, and then they took my $10 offer on top of that. And I was able to sell this for $300 just this morning after I got a question on it, wondering if the face had been refinished and whether or not I could pack it securely. Well, I assured them of that and that it was not refinished, and they immediately bought it. $300. Did you one better, Jay? Found chapstick in a box lot. Actually, it's Nivea lip care. These were in the bottom of a box. I didn't even know that I had acquired these. So after giving one to myself and everybody I knew, I put the remaining 11 of these brand new up for sale and took a best offer of $15.55. With postage, it makes it an even 20 for the guy. I found this Sherpa line denim jacket on Facebook Marketplace. I paid way too much for it, but I knew it would sell within a matter of weeks. And actually, it took 2 weeks. It's not a big name brand anyway. And but it's very clean, good size, being extra large. And I sold it for $60. I had to pay $20 for it, so not a huge profit, but it went quick. Another one of those heavy metal Banthraco banks. This is a 1953 Dodge Coronet. Such a beautiful tub of a car. It's missing the bank plate, the locking plate, but it's in pretty good condition. It has been repainted, obviously, with the overspray seen there. But I was still able to sell this for $100. A couple more meters sold. I got a message from somebody in the UK that they were unable to combine shipping for these. I have them listed with variances, so you could either buy this one or both of them, but you couldn't get combined shipping discount. It kept wanting to charge him the amount for both of them. So I just redid the listing as a special listing for the guy, and he bought them right away, 20 bucks a piece. This is a rifle scabbard or saddle holster. I've sold one of these before, so I knew right away what it was. And actually, the first one I bought I got for 50 cents at a church rummage. This one I found, I believe this was at an auction, and I got it for just a few dollars. And it took a little bit, took about 3 months to sell. And it sold for $50. This is a baseball style hat, snapback hat. Castrol Super Clean. I've had this for quite a while, a couple of years. I bought it at a garage sale along with a bunch of other hats. And I actually have 2 of this particular one made in the USA. But after this length of time, I took a $10 offer on it yesterday. 8mm video camera sold. This one happens to be a high 8. But that didn't really bring any more money. I think people just are replacing the camera that they've got all their tapes recorded on so they can view them back. This came with a bunch of accessories, all the correct accessories, like the AC power cord, and even a tape that I was able to test the unit out with, although I have a bunch of these 8mm tapes laying around anyway. I had it priced at $130, but after a number of months, I gave in to a $100 offer. I was informed by my buyer, after accepting the offer on this hat, and he paid, that this hat is dope. Maybe that's what's missing in the snapback hat titles, is the word dope. I think this park is in Dallas, Texas, or it was. I'm not sure that it's still around. Nice trucker hat. And I hope the buyer thinks it's dope when he gets it. Sold best offer of $12, and I've had it for 2 years. A couple of auto parts sold to the same guy separately. He made an offer on both, so I guess that sacrificed him being able to combine shipping. But this is a distributor collar. This kind of sits below the distributor cap. Since it's plastic on the inside of a engine compartment, I figured these are highly susceptible to breaking. And that sold for $30. And this is just the lug wrench, the original equipment lug wrench for a Mustang 2. And I sold that for $15. This is the second of the C.C. Filson cruise shirts that I picked up at a church sale a couple of months ago, 3 months maybe. First one sold right away, and then I've been waiting on this one. It's not quite as nice or thick as the other one, but I got full price for it. They didn't even bother making me an offer. It sold for $160. It was $5 at the church sale. Popeil's Pocket Fisherman. I think I've sold a couple of these before, and we'll pick them up if they're complete and working. And they do sell. That one's all packed in the box already. I'm not going to unpack it. But I don't know if you remember these. They had a big TV ad campaign in the 70s. Everybody had to have their pocket fisherman. And this sold for $30. This is a Yamaha dual bay cassette deck. And pretty much got this for free. And after cleaning it up and checking it out, everything works on it. I priced it up there at $60, which is a lot for a cassette deck. But this is a real good one. And I did put best offer on it. And after about 3 or 4 months now, it finally sold. It sold for full price. And it's going as a Christmas gift because they asked me not to include an invoice in the package. Again, next to nothing invested in it, and it sold for $60. A matchbox size Mustang put up a Motor Max Fresh Cherries. I've got a number of these different colors. I sure like being able to do one listing and have those variants in there that they can choose from. And this black one sold for $10. This is a 1964 Ford Fairlane Sport Coupe. It's promo model, and it does have a friction motor. And what I do with these normally is I just price them real high because I don't know that much about values on each particular model, and they're not always in the solds because they're kind of rare. So I priced this at $200. Got an offer of $75, came back at $175. Not thinking I'd ever hear back from him, but he came back at $125. That was good enough for me. These are aluminum valve covers for a Volkswagen. These are original D Engineering bug pack from the 70s. I believe they're, from my research, these are being reproduced, but these are original ones. And I priced them up there pretty high. Got them for $5 at a garage sale over the summer. And finally decided to take a best offer of $50 for them. This is the side panel nomenclature for a Chevy El Camino. Found it in a auction lot, and it's missing the E. El Camino. And I put this up for $20 last spring, and it finally sold on a best offer of $10. Another long tail item. This is a rough sawn wooden carrying box, divided tray that was just in an auction box lot. So I thought I'd throw it up there for sale. And after probably over a year now, it sold for $20. This is a standalone 8-track player. It's not a recorder, just for playing the cartridges. And I picked this up at a garage sale for just $5. And these aren't real big sellers, $40, $50 usually. and that's for the better name brands, or I shouldn't say better, but more recognizable to younger generation. Panasonic made some pretty good ones, and but this one being a Zenith, I've seen these also as add-ons for the big Zenith console stereos. So I kind of played that up a little bit, and I was able to sell this after a few months for $60. And auction find, this is one of those Swedish angel kits. Candles power the little windmill and swings the angels around, and they ring a little bell. I sell these every Christmas season. I seem to find some and sell them at this time. This is a incomplete set. It's missing the top angel, the one that blows the horn on top. And this isn't the original box, but it's a nice candy stripe vintage box. And even incomplete and without the original box, it still sold for $30. Another Simpson panel meter sold. Very easy to list and pack. Wish I had bought more. There were several cases of these available at the auction I bought this case of meters from, but I was hesitant about going all in, even though Jay's voice was in the back of my mind. And since I got the case I did pick up for under $5, I really probably should have, but at first these didn't sell very well, and now all of a sudden they've taken off, selling a couple every week, and they're selling for $20 a piece. This is an HO scale caboose, bay window caboose for obvious reasons. It's called that. Milwaukee Road decal on it. Unfortunately, cabooses just don't sell for much. I only priced it at $20, but it just sat since probably very early this year. And finally I took an $11 offer for it. Box cars, tankers, and locomotives all sell for $40, $50, up to over $100. These are vintage Jewel Bright Christmas ornaments. 12 of them in total, but these four shaped like teardrops. And I've never done much with Christmas ornaments. I see them all the time, but it's usually during the summer and I'm not thinking about it. I think I will start to gather these up now, because some of the rare ones go for a lot. I just lotted these together from a box lot full of ornaments from the auction and got $30 for these 12. This is a record album holder, flip through style, tabletop. And I find these oftentimes with albums in them, and I have to inquire whether I can just buy the rack. And as was the case with this, and I got this for $2. And I always put an outrageous price on album holders because flip through style like this are very desirable. And I priced this at $50. It took a couple of months, but it's going to Oklahoma. This is a 1966 Mustang promo car. I've had this up for sale for quite a while, and I had it for sale for $180, and I got an offer of $75, which I almost just ignored, but I came back at $150, and then 2 days later, just before that offer was to expire, it was accepted and paid for $150. Peoria brand triple-decker food carrier. Came in the original box. I saw this at the farm auction of a few months back, and thought about it, but there's a little bit of wear to it, even though it looks like it's unused. And then actually I obtained it because I bought the table it was on. When it got down to nobody was taking their choice anymore, so I got it for $2, the whole table, as a matter of fact. So really no money into this. It's kind of a cool little carrier, and I was able to sell it for $20. This is a collection of pipe smoking paraphernalia. Not that kind of smoking, but it consists of this pipe stand, 4-holder, this humidor without a lid, and a couple of smaller little humidors. It even has a name on it. Merritt Ulmer, 1938. I lotted these together because pipe smoking, I think, is really on the way out. There's just not a lot of action whenever I find this stuff and put it up for sale. Although I seem to continue to buy the stuff. And I was able to get $60 for these 4 pieces. These were part of an auction lot. Probably don't have a lot of money into them. This is a Rossetti brand leather crossbody bag. I just noticed this again in my inventory, and as happens every now and then when I see a piece of old inventory and I think, boy, that should have sold by now, and within a few hours it does sell. Strange. I should go look at all my inventory and start thinking about it. Maybe it'll all sell. In any case, this went for $20, and it's going to Chattanooga, Tennessee. That was one of my favorite stops as a truck driver, was going to Chattanooga. Beautiful.